Hello everyone, in this lecture I am going to discuss about the voltage multiplier. What is voltage multiplier? Voltage multiplier is a circuit which produces some multiplication of the peak which produces at the output, which produces the sum multiplication of the input signal at the output of the circuit. So what does it mean, multiplication of the some multiplication of the maximum value of the input? So if I am applying the input Vi is equal to Vm sin omega t, it means the maximum value of the input signal is Vm and the voltage multiplier circuit will produce the multiplication of this peak value of the input signal, or it can produce twice of Vm, it can produce thrice of Vm, it can produce 4 times of Vm. So if circuit is producing twice of Vm at the output, voltage multiplier circuit is producing twice of Vm at the output, it is known as voltage doubler. If it is producing thrice of peak value of the input, then it means it is voltage tripler circuit, and if it is producing 4 times of Vm, it means this is voltage quadrupler circuit. So what contains voltage multiplier circuit? So basically voltage multiplier circuit is a combination of diode and capacitor which gives the output, or which produces the output, that is some multiplication of the peak value of the input signal. So basically there are 3 type of voltage multiplier circuit: voltage doubler, voltage tripler and voltage quadrupler. Basically there are 2 type of voltage doubler circuit. First is half wave voltage doubler, and second is full wave voltage doubler. So basically voltage multiplier circuit is dependent on analysis of voltage multiplier circuit is same as the clamper circuit. In this circuit you can see that this is a half wave voltage multiplier, this is half wave voltage doubler. In this circuit you can see that if I remove this part of the circuit, then this circuit is quite similar to clamper. Here one capacitor and one diode is used. If I add one load resistance across this diode or in parallel with this diode, and this circuit will become clamper. So I will consider, for analyzing this voltage half wave voltage doubler, I will consider that half cycle in which diode D1 is forward bias, and after that I will consider another half cycle. So when the diode D1 is forward bias, the capacitor C1 will charge up to the peak value of the input signal, or you can find, if I use silicon diode instead of diode D1, then you can find the charge stored in capacitor C1 by applying the KVL. So here I have considered the ideal diode. So when the diode will be, for the first half cycle, or you can say I will consider that half cycle which makes this diode D1 forward bias, then this capacitor will charge, and when the capacitor will charge, what will be the circuit? When this capacitor will charge, this diode will conduct, and you can find the charge store or the voltage across the capacitor. So this value will be equal to Vm. When the next half cycle, for this half cycle, this diode D2 will not conduct. Why it will not conduct? Because here you can see that this positive terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the diode. This negative terminal is connected to the positive terminal of the diode, or you can say P side of the diode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, which makes this diode reverse bias, or you can say only the diode D1 will conduct and diode D2 will not conduct. So The next half cycle will come. For the next half cycle, this diode D1 will not conduct and diode D2 will conduct. This capacitor will work as a battery, and the charge stored in capacitor C2 will be can be find by applying the KVL in this loop. So when we will apply the KVL across this loop, we will get that the voltage across this capacitor is twice of Vm. So when we apply the KVL, we will get plus V in, I have to consider this maximum value, minus Vc2 plus Vc1 is equal to 0. So Vc2 is nothing but Vi maximum, this Vi maximum is nothing but Vm, Vc2 is equal to Vm, so this value will be equal to twice of Vm. So you can say that for this positive half cycle, you can get the value of Vc1 by applying the KVL. You can see that Vi maximum minus Vc1 is equal to 0. So Vc1 is equal to Vm. This is equal to this. How the polarity of this capacitor or the plates are decided? The polarity or the polarities are decided on the basis of the connection or the half cycle of the applied input. So here I have applied the positive half cycle. So positive and negative, positive charge will accumulate here, negative charge will accumulate here. Similarly, when I will apply the negative half cycle, the positive charge will accumulate here and negative charge will accumulate here. So I am taking the output across this capacitor C2, and I will get the V naught is equal to twice of Vm. This is the method how the voltage doubler circuit is giving the twice of Vm at the output of the circuit. So here I am taking the output across this capacitor. We can connect a load resistance across this. So you can take the output across that load resistance. Now come to the next circuit, that is full wave voltage doubler. So in case of full wave voltage doubler, we are using the two diodes and two capacitors. Diode D1 is connected with capacitor C1 and diode D2 is connected with capacitor C2, and these two diodes are connected in series. So I will find the voltage across this capacitor C1 and voltage across this capacitor C2, and I will add these two capacitors. I will add these two voltages, and that will be the, or you can connect here the load resistance RL, and you can get the output across this load resistance. So when we consider the positive half cycle, for positive half cycle, this diode D1 will conduct and D2 will not conduct. When diode D1 will conduct, capacitor C1 will charge up to the peak value of the input. You can find by applying the KVL in this loop. Positive charge will accumulate here and negative charge will accumulate here. So what will you get? You will get Vi minus Vc1 is equal to 0. This Vi is nothing but this is maximum value. So Vc1 will be equal to Vm. So I have written here this is Vm. Next half cycle will come, which will make this diode reverse bias, and this diode will be not conducting, and this diode D2 will conduct. When this diode D2 will conduct, this capacitor will charge. This capacitor will charge up to the peak value of the input. What will be that value? You can find by applying the KVL. When I will apply the KVL, I will get Vc2 is nothing but Vm. So and these two capacitors are connected in series. So you can check this capacitor is charged up to the this capacitor is charged up to the value of Vm, or you can say Vc1 is equal to Vm and Vc2 is equal to Vm. So what will be the value across this load resistance? This value will be equal to twice of Vm. So in this way, this full wave voltage doubler is giving the output of twice of Vm. Come to the next circuit, that is voltage tripler and quadrupler. If I see this circuit, I can say that this circuit is, if I take only this part of the circuit, this circuit is nothing but the voltage doubler circuit. Here you can see that you are taking the output across this C2, and the output across this C2 is twice of Vm. This has been shown in this previous voltage doubler circuit. If I consider another, so how this voltage doubler circuit has been constructed or constructed. So this capacitor C1 is connected in this branch, and in the opposite branch the capacitor C2 is connected. Direction of D1 is downward, so I have considered here the direction of D2 upward. So if I want to construct the voltage tripler circuit, then what will I do? I will repeat this structure again. So what will happen? This capacitor will come to the upper branch, and this diode direction will be reverse in the next branch. So this diode direction has been changed, so it become downward, and this capacitor has been shifted to upper branch. So this circuit will be voltage tripler circuit. This is tripler, and again if I add the capacitor and diode, capacitor will be added in opposite in the lower branch, and diode will be added in the upward direction. So upward direction, it will be like this. So what will happen? This will be, this is doubler, this is tripler, and this is quadrupler, PLER. Okay. So for understanding this voltage tripler circuit, I will use the same concept. It is well known that capacitor C1 is charging up to the value of Vm. Capacitor C2, or charge stored across capacitor C2 is twice of Vm. Vc1 is Vm, and Vc2 is twice of Vm. So I am going to discuss about the next circuit, that is okay. So this is capacitor C1, this is diode D1, this is capacitor C2, diode D2, C3, D4. So input is Vi is equal to Vm sin omega t. This is the input. So when I will apply, I will consider that half cycle which will make this diode D1 forward bias. When the diode D1 is forward bias, capacitor C1 will charge up to the peak value of Vm. So value of Vc1 is equal to Vm. Next half cycle will come, the capacitor C2 will charge up to the value twice of Vm. So next half cycle will be negative positive, sorry. Negative half cycle will be there. So next half cycle will be again positive negative. So Vc2 is twice of Vm. What will be the charge stored at capacitor C3? The diode D3 will conduct, and diode D1 and D2 will not conduct at that time. How they will not conduct? Because the voltage at this terminal, here for positive half cycle we have applied the negative, this is the negative terminal, here the charge stored at Vc2 is, or capacitor C2 is, the accumulated charge are here having the positive charge are accumulated here and negative charges are accumulated here. So effective voltage at this terminal will be positive. which will make this diode D1 reverse bias. Similarly, the effective voltage at this terminal will be, because this is positive terminal, you have connected here to the negative terminal, this connection will make this diode reverse bias and it will not conduct, this diode D1 will not conduct. Only in that case the diode D3 will conduct and the capacitor C3 will charge. What will be the value of Vc3? I will find by applying the KVL in this loop. So, input is Vi minus Vc1 minus Vc3, this diode is short circuited, plus Vc2 is equal to 0. So, what will be the value of Vc3? Vc3 is nothing but Vi minus Vc1 plus Vc2. Vi is nothing but Vi maximum. So, what will be the value? Vi is Vm minus Vm plus twice of Vm. So, what will be the value? That will be twice of Vm. So, Vc3 will be equal to twice of Vm, Vc2 is equal to twice of Vm, and we have to take the output of this voltage tripler circuit across C1 and C3. So, what will be the output across this C1 and C3? The output across this C1 and C3 will be equal to V naught is nothing but Vc1 plus Vc3, and this will be equal to thrice of Vm. Vc1 is Vm, Vc3 is twice of Vm, this will give the output of thrice of Vm. In this way you can say that this voltage tripler circuit is tripling the input voltage, maximum input voltage, peak value of the input voltage. Similarly, if I add a next part of the circuit, if I add this segment again, one capacitor here and one diode in upward direction. So, what will happen? The circuit of quadrupler, voltage quadrupler will be like this. Here I am considering, in the previous circuit I have considered that the diode is in downward direction. So, I will consider here the diode in downward direction for positive half cycle. So, here the direction of diode will be upward. Again the capacitor will come here. D4, C4, D3, C3, D2, C2. So, I will take the output across these two capacitor C2 and C4. So, first of all, as I told you that I will consider, first I will consider that half cycle which is making the diode D1 forward bias. When the diode D1 is forward bias, so first of all I will consider the positive half cycle. So, this positive half cycle will make the diode D1 forward bias and diode D1 will behave as short circuit. Okay. So, the voltage across the capacitor, positive charge will accumulate here and negative charge will accumulate here. So, I am not going to make this again and again short circuit, I am just telling you that this will behave as short circuit. So, again next half cycle will come. So, you can say that for positive half cycle diode D1 is conducting and the voltage across capacitor Vc1 is equal to Vm, as I have discussed in the voltage doubler circuit. So, for next half cycle, that is negative half cycle, next half cycle will be negative half cycle. So, in that case negative charge, negative positive will come here and the positive charge will accumulate here and negative charge will accumulate here. So, what will be the value of Vc2 diode? In that case diode D1 will not conduct, I have already discussed in the voltage doubler circuit. Diode D2 will conduct and the voltage across capacitor C2 will be twice of Vm. That has been already discussed in voltage doubler and voltage tripler circuit. Next half cycle, that is positive half cycle, will come, and diode D3 will conduct. The charge stored at the capacitor will be like this: positive charge will accumulate here and negative charge will accumulate here. So, in this case diode D3 will conduct and the voltage across the capacitor will be Vc3 will be equal to twice of Vm. This has been already discussed in voltage tripler circuit. So, the next half cycle, that is negative half cycle, will come. The diode D4 will conduct, remaining diodes will not conduct. So, I am going to discuss the negative half cycle with blue color. So, the negative half cycle will come for the diode D4. Negative, positive. So, when the negative half cycle will come, the positive charge will accumulate here, negative charge will accumulate here. Okay. So, you can check the potential for conduction of diode D1, D2, D3 and D4, how the diode D4 is conducting. When diode D1 is conducting, you have to check when for the next half cycle, or you can say for the second half cycle, negative half cycle, only the diode D4 will conduct. Why diode D1 will not conduct? Because I have already told you in the voltage tripler circuit, because this negative terminal is connected to the, or you can say here we have connected the positive, here we have applied the positive potential, and here from Vc2, from capacitor C2, the positive terminal is connected to the negative terminal of the diode, which will make this diode D1 non-conducting. Again, here you can see that this diode D2 is connected to the minus Vc1 and here plus Vc3. So, the effective voltage of Vc1 and Vc3, or you can say Vc1 and Vc3 will be equal to positive charge here plus Vm. And again you can see that here the positive terminal of the, or P side of the diode is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So, which will make this diode D2 reverse bias. So, again this diode D1 will not conduct, this diode D2 will not conduct. Now, come to the diode D3. How diode D3 is not conducting? Because this is a P side of the PN junction diode, here the negative terminal has been connected to the positive, P side is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. The effective voltage at this point will be negative, because this is minus, so which will make this diode D3 non-conducting. So, the diode D4 will, now you can check how the diode D4 is conducting, because the effective voltage at this point is negative, minus Vc1 minus Vc3, which will make this diode D4 forward bias, or you can see that the effective voltage now which will make this diode forward bias, and the effective voltage at this point will be, effective voltage at this point will make the diode forward bias. So, what will be the value of Vc4 when the diode D4 is conducting? Diode D4 is short circuited, and we can find the value of Vc4 by applying the KVL in this loop. When I will apply the KVL, I will get Vi minus Vc2 minus Vc4 plus Vc3 plus Vc1. Okay. So, Vc4 is Vc2, Vc4, this is Vc1. is equal to 0. So, Vi is nothing but Vi maximum. Okay. So, Vi maximum is Vm, Vc2 is twice of Vm, Vc4 is this, Vc3 I have already found twice of Vm, plus Vc1 is Vm. So, this Vm plus Vm minus twice of Vm will be cancelled out, and Vc4 will be equal to twice of Vm. So, the value of Vc4 will be equal to twice of Vm, and Vc2 is equal to twice of Vm. So, these capacitors are connected in series, or you can say the potential is twice of Vm and this is twice of Vm. So, the output voltage across these two capacitors, or you can say the the output voltage of the voltage multiplier circuit or voltage quadrupler circuit will be 4 times Vm. So, in this way this voltage multiplier circuit is multiplying the input signal or multiplying the peak value of the input signal by the some numerical value or some constant value. So, in this way we can get the the twice of Vm, thrice of Vm and 4 Vm output at the voltage multiplier circuit. So, what are the applications of the diodes? So, these are the applications of the diode practical applications. It can work as a rectifier circuit and it is used for converting the AC to DC or for operating the DC for DC operated circuits, and it can be used in the battery charger circuits. So, another application of diode is it can be used in the protective circuits, and it can be used for overcurrent, polarity reversal and currents caused by an inductive kick in a relay circuit. And Zener circuit, Zener diode is used for the over voltage protection and setting the preference voltage. It has been already discussed in the Zener diodes lecture, that I told you that the Zener is working as a voltage regulator, and how it works as a voltage regulator and how it provides the constant voltage across the load. It has been already discussed and you can see from that lecture. So, thank you. This is all about the voltage multiplier. Thank you.